baby, that's big. Oh, that might be a fish. It's moving. It's moving downstream. Fish hit it right when it fell. Seems unlikely. I don't know. Cast that big aglia out here. Just cover this whole spot with a jerkbait. It seems like fish hit it right when it hit the water. When I cast it downstream. Yeah, it seems like it's jumping. It looks like a fish to me. Probably not as big as it seems because I'm pulling it upstream. Some pretty fast current, but that's really funny that a fish did that. Yeah, it's a fish. The spinner wasn't even moving. It just hit it right when it was sinking. Weird. Nice solid walleye on that big aglia, but I know the blade wasn't moving by the time it hit it. Just barely hit the water. Neat. There we go. There's a fish. Oh yeah. Solid. Gave it a good amount of cast, probably 20, 30. Worked it pretty good, kind of covering it like a grid. Casting out like that or like that, and by the time it hits the bottom, the spinner blade's against the current for me. Whoa! Big northern, I think, or something like that. No, it's a huge brown. It's a trophy brown trout. Oh my gosh. Stay hooked, baby. Stay hooked. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Giant brown. Oh my gosh. Maybe not a trophy, but a big one for a river. I thought it was a 25 for a second. Still a really nice one. Oh, baby. Yeah, not as big as it seemed like when it jumped. It seemed like a 25 plus when it jumped, but big brown trout on the aglia. These aren't a whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. These aren't a species you normally catch in the river, but when you do get them, they're usually giant holdovers or wilds. A lot of wild trout streams around here, you know, put 12 inchers into the river system that were born in the trout streams, and they grow up to be a fish like this. Just a beauty. And there she goes. There we go. He hit pretty well. I switched rivers. I'm twitching a 16th ounce brown and pink bucktail jig. Brown with a pink strip. This feels like a decent fish. Oh, it's a smallie. Cool. Didn't expect that. Yeah, good variety today. Man, when that trout jumped, I swear all I saw was like a 30-inch looking blur with spots. So that was like the most exciting thing to happen in a while. Not guessing them too well though, but this one's definitely a solid 15. A little bit chunky. You know, decent bass. Cool. we go. Right near me on the drop off. He kind of sucked it up that time. I didn't feel him too well. This isn't my best rod though, so it's not the most sensitive graphite. Good enough though for government work. It's another bass, really. That's surprising. Really anticipated some walleye action here, but you know, just seeing our fishing, so I'll take anything. Smallies are just as fun. This wind is brutal for jig fishing, but you know, one trick I use is if you jig with the rod tip close to the water like this, twitch the jigs, then you don't have a lot of line out of the water to make a big loop, and you can feel them a little better. It's a small guy, probably 12 and a half, 13, right around there. Yep, gotta work it a little slower. That's what I thought. Got 2 short strikes. Yeah, I think that's a walleye. Decent walleye. Small decent. One thing that was really special about that trout wasn't so much the size, it was the rarity of them in that river. Caught what seems like thousands of fish out of that river and only 2 trout ever, you know. That's probably definitely at least around 17 and a half probably, I'd say. Another decent walleye. You eat it pretty good, that little bucktail. I lost my brown and pink, so figured I'd switch to a chartreuse and black as an experiment, just see what happens. Should just stick with dark though, so that's what's working, but just wanted to see what happens. Little smallie. Man, that gets stuck in there sometimes with bass, real bad. Feels a little better, maybe. Around the same size. Well, maybe a little better. I switched back to a orange and brown. Experiment's over. Yeah, got him right under the chin, looks like. Neat. Yeah, probably right around the same size. Between 17 and 18. At least 17, I'd say. There we go. Another decent one, I'm guessing. Did I foul hook this one too? Or is he? No, he's just wrapped up in the line. Alright. That's cool. Yeah, I'm square in the mouth. Good deal. Oh man, that was brutal. Yeah, right around the same size too. Man. Same size as the last one, pretty much. There we go. Another decent walleye on a motor oil colored jig, twitching it the same way as before. There we go. Turn this light on. Right when the bass started jumping. I've been spinner fishing for an hour or so, slow rolling the spinner, and like 5 seconds after the bass started jumping, the fish turned back on for the night. It's funny how that happens. Often a timing thing. Yeah, walleyes turned on same time as the bass, I bet. Another small one, probably a 14 on this spinner right here.